On this week's show, we revisit a unique company that builds Class B motorhomes for boulevard cruisers and some of the most extreme off-the-road enthusiasts. Join us as we take you inside Sportsmobile West. Later in the show, Mark and Dawn Polk from RV Education 101 give us some tips and show us some things we should know about buying a used RV. And it's time to enter our big entertainment and connectivity contest brought to you by Winegard and Dish. Wait till you see these prizes. Rollin on TV is sponsored by Carefree of Colorado, celebrating over 45 years of RV awning innovation. Closed captioning, where available, is sponsored by Forest River. Begin the journey. What if you're into extreme RVing? Well, there's a Class B made exclusively for adventurous RVers. And to learn more, we travel to Fresno, California and visit Sportsmobile West. So we asked Alan Feld, president of Sportsmobile West, to tell us all about the company and how it all started.
Mass production of the Class Bs actually started in the early 60s. Sportsmobile, this is our 50th anniversary, so we've been doing it for 50 years. There's some older companies that are not in existence anymore that were also in the 60s and 70s, Getaway, and some van conversion companies like that. But the mass production really started with us in 1961 on the Volkswagen chassis. And then in the mid-60s, we went to Dodge, Chevy, and Ford on their chassis. So mass production, 60s. Earlier than that, they were mainly called house cars or van campers. And I don't think they had the Class C designation back then.
By the way, would you believe that Alan just happened to have one of those original VW vans in house? Check this out.
This is one of our earlier versions. This Sportsmobile started in 1961, but this is one of the earlier versions I could find. It's a 1966 and original Sportsmobile from the 60s. Top pops up just like our tops on our new ones. We've put the railings on the inside now to make it wider, and we've made it longer so you can sleep up there. But this one was an original one where you could just stand up so you could put your pants on.
Let's face it, there are quite a few Class B motorhomes on the market, but Sportsmobile is in a class of its own. Some may call them extreme or over the top, but call them what you want. They do what they're designed to do, and they do it in style. Just ask some well-known Sportsmobile owners. Yeah, that's right. We can't mention names, but we did find a photo of Alan and a couple of his friends on the wall. Now, let's catch up with Alan and check out one of their more popular models.
For the guy that is extreme and wants just about everything, this is our most popular vehicle right here. It is a Ford Econoline turbo diesel, four-wheel drive. Actually seats 5, sleeps 4, has our patented pop-top feature on it. But this van will take you just about any place that a vehicle can get to and bring you back. It's got a lot of options on it, diesel-fired appliances, hot water heater, furnace, microwave. It's got a 2,000 watt inverter, has solar panels, and all kinds of exterior lighting, custom exhaust, custom air intake, AMSOIL system, all synthetic fluids on it, 10 forward gears, 2 reverse gears. Drive it rear wheel, front wheel, or four-wheel drive. And on the inside, it's got all the amenities of a motorhome just compacted into a Class B van camper. On the outside here, we actually have our stoves. This actually flips open like this, flips down like that. You can do all your cooking out here, or in bad weather, you can take the stoves in here, built-in microwave, built-in toilet, built-in refrigerator, hot water heater, and furnace. Okay, one of the advantages, like I said, is the pop top here. And when you come in here, 6 feet 8 headroom, stand up, upper bed up here, which lowers down at night for sleeping, but during the day it's up so you can walk and have your galley. It actually has a big living area here. So every once in a while when you're camping, you're gonna be in some wet, inclement weather. You're gonna be trapped inside the van here. So this van's got a big living area. If you have a dog, big room for the dog. But sitting here, read books, whatever, until the weather clears up, and then full access to the outside. You actually have sleeping upstairs for 2 adults. The bed downstairs, the couch folds into a bed, so another bed downstairs for 2 adults. and a lot of storage for a lot of gear, whether you're backpacking or hiking or windsurfing or kiteboarding or mountain biking. We can get all the gear that you need in the back of this vehicle. As you see the vehicles in our factory, you'll notice that some of them do look very stock on the outside with just windows. A lot of our customers want the vehicles to look real stealth, so they can park them in their driveway, drive them every day, take them to work. And then other customers want the vehicles with a ton of options on the outside. It all depends on where they're going, how many people they're taking, how they travel, how they like to eat, how they like to sleep. You know, if they like to hang their clothes or they like to use duffel bags or shelves. So every one of these vehicles is pretty specific to customers. We do build stock vehicles for our showroom and that people can come in and buy, but I would say 80+% of the vehicles that we build are specific to customers.
How tough is a Sportsmobile? We'll find out after the break and see what goes into building one of these tough beauties. Aquachem toss-ins. So fast and easy to use, it could seem like a game. Someone once said, the camping doesn't really start until the RV awning comes out. Whoever said that really knew what they were talking about. Carefree of Colorado, celebrating 45 years of RV awning innovation. For more information, visit our website at carefreeofcolorado.com. Need some new replacement rubber trim and seals for your RV? Now celebrating their 60th anniversary, Steel Rubber Products has been the leading choice for discerning hot rod and classic car owners for all their rubber parts needs. And now, Steel Rubber Products is offering the same high-quality parts and service to RV owners everywhere. For more information on Steel Rubber Products and to get a free RV catalog, visit rv.steelrubber.com. When you have a Truma AquaGo instant hot water system, you can expect to make a lot of new friends. How tough is a Sportsmobile? Well, they're so well built that many law enforcement and government agencies just won't settle for anything else, as you can see with this specially built search and rescue unit.
This is one of the commercial vehicles that we build, and we build 17 of these search and rescue vehicles for the country of Qatar. They have an elite paramilitary search and rescue team. All of these vehicles fit in the back of C-130 airplanes, and they fly them all over the world for search and rescue applications such as earthquakes in Haiti, earthquake in Chile, tsunamis, mudslides, any kind of natural disaster in third world countries. That is what they're using these vehicles for. And we actually have a lot of options on these vehicles. This vehicle has a 12,000 pound winch in the front, 9,000 pound winch in the back. We build cargo and gearboxes in the back that have all the emergency response and recovery tools in them. But we can basically lay out one of these vans with any type of equipment for any type of application that's out there, whether it be fire, medical, search and rescue, or police vehicles.
If you're into four-wheeling and off-the-road driving, then a visit to Sportsmobile West is like going to Disneyland, with all this cool top-of-the-line four-wheel performance equipment just about everywhere you look. Of course, it takes a lot more than just accessories to turn a van into a Sportsmobile.
This is actually back in our production shop where we do our four-wheel drive conversions, and this is actually where the process for the four-wheel drive starts. We actually bring a Econoline two-wheel drive in. We actually pull all the suspension and driveline components off from the factory and replace it with custom leaf springs that we have built by Betts here in Fresno. We put a disconnectable sway bar on. We put a different steering linkage on. This is where we're going to drop our front Dynatrac Pro Rock 60 axle in. We put Old Man Emu shocks on. our transfer flow fuel tank, and the Atlas II transfer case, then brand new drive shafts. So this is the start of the process, stripping out the two-wheel drive components from Ford and adding the Sportsmobile four-wheel drive components. This is the next phase here. We actually have our Dynatrac axle hung here. We have the Warren Premium hub installed, and we actually replaced the front brake calipers and rotors from Ford, and we're using F550 heavy duty because we're adding a lot of weight to these vehicles and we want them to be able to stop in a good, timely manner. And here's our disconnectable sway bar here. Just 2 pins, sway bar becomes disconnected with no tools. With it connected, we have 19 inches of articulation. With it disconnected, we have 26. Real nice feature for the Sportsmobile four-wheel drive getting off in extreme off-road conditions.
Once all the suspension and underbody work is done, then it's time to begin all the exterior and interior custom work.
Our production area where we do all the interiors. A little noisy back here because we're cutting windows right now. But this is where we cut the roofs off, we cut windows in, we start doing the insulation, the walls, the flooring, and then it goes over the other side where we start installing our systems, electrical, plumbing, refrigerators, cabinets, things like that. So this is where it all starts. We're inside one of the vans right now in our prep area after we've already cut the windows, and we're installing the frames on the windows right now so we can hang the shades in there. We've also got all our plumbing inside here. These white lines are fresh water, red lines are hot water. We run all our plumbing on the inside of the vehicle for winterizing, so a lot of our customers do camp in the winter.
Next, workers install all the hardware and bracing for interior components and install all the insulation and padding in preparation for all the cabinetry and interior.
This is the beginning of our wood shop and cabinet department here. We're actually making countertops here. We custom make them for every van. Right here they have a cutout where they're actually going to drop a stainless steel sink into this one here. We do single sinks, we do double sinks, pretty much whatever the customer wants.
Later, we'll finish our tour of the factory and check out some finished Sportsmobiles. But first, we have to take this little commercial break. At Forest River, we not only build great RVs, we build award-winning RVs. Check out our complete product line at forestriverinc.com. Forest River. Begin the journey. At Norcoal, we realize that some of your favorite RV destinations are off the grid. And Norcoal refrigerators are uniquely designed with that RV experience in mind. We call it Freedom Unplugged. To learn more about our Norcoal RV refrigerator line or to find a dealer near you, visit our website at norcoal.com. Rollin on TV is kicking off a supersized Winegard dish entertainment and connectivity contest starting April 21st. You can win a complete Winegard dish playmaker package including a $500 dish gift card and a Winegard Connect T 2.0 4G hotspot and Wi-Fi extender including installation. To enter, visit our website at rollinontv.com and click on the Winegard dish contest link, where you'll find all the information and entry form. It's that simple. So, what are you waiting for? Welcome back. And now, let's catch up with Alan back in the factory.
This is where we actually do all the installation of our cabinet material here. We're actually installing every piece in the van because the vans are shaped like eggs. If this customer wanted this cabinet 6 inches this way or 4 inches this way, the backing is actually curved different. So we build every cabinet in the van. The material that we use is actually good, what they call two-sided, and it's an armor core plywood that has a 350-pound screw pull strength. So all our cabinets are extremely strong. This is how we build them inside the van, and we build the two-wheel drive and the four-wheel drive vans with the same construction. These cabinets here are actually secured with seat belt brackets through the floor, and they have big 3-inch seat belt anchors underneath. So cabinets are attached to the walls but actually secured through the flooring of the vehicle for stability, safety, and strength. One of the advantages we have here at Sportsmobile is we actually allow the customers to design their own vehicle. So for example, this customer wants a 7 cubic foot refrigerator freezer that's going to be going inside this Sprinter here. This is an extremely large unit for a Class B motorhome, but with the design capabilities of our own cabinet shop, it allows us to do that. So some customers come in and all they want is a pop top on their van. And they'll bring their van in the morning. If they're here by 8 o'clock, by 5 o'clock, we have them back on the road with a pop top on their van. So anywhere from just installing a top to a full, complete customization of a motorhome with the appliances that you desire, that's what we do here at Sportsmobile.
Once all the cabinets are in place, it's time to complete the wiring for the appliances, TVs, microwaves, and just about anything else a client may want, including a mobile office.
Here's another unit in our production line. This one is extremely different. It's going to actually be a mobile office. So we're designing tables here that are going to have slide-in chairs. We're doing wiring and electrical for computer systems. Every one of our vehicles comes back here with a custom floor plan that the customer lays out. We actually put the plumbing, the electrical, the outlets, the drawers and doors exactly where they want them. So this guy is actually going to use this as a mobile office or a mobile training facility.
One of the items everyone sees first when looking at an RV is the upholstery and finish work. And at Sportsmobile, that's all stitched up right here in-house.
This is our upholstery area up here. We actually make all our own headliners, our beds, our seats. We do vinyl, we do leather, we do synthetic leather, which we call ultra leather. We do standard Ford, Chevy, Mercedes fabrics. And so the customer actually gets to not only pick the cabinet material, they get to pick what type of upholstery they want. And some people actually mix and match. They'll have leather front seats with a upholstered rear seat that actually folds down into bed. Some people with dogs get ultra leather throughout the vehicle. But up here, since we do it all in-house, we have control over the fabrics we make and the designs that we do. Some people want purple seats with orange inlays, and we do get their deposit up front, but we will do that. So having that in-house gives us the capability of the control, the quality, and also timely delivery to the production floor downstairs. Here at the end of the production line at Sportsmobile, this is our latest van that just rolled off the line. They're pretty much finished with it. Right now they're going to be detailing it, doing some more QC on it where they're testing the water system, electrical systems, plumbing systems, four-wheel drive systems. But this is at the end of the line for detail and getting ready to roll over into the showroom.
Okay, now we're ready to order a Sportsmobile. How long should we expect to wait for delivery?
When a customer orders, if we have the chassis in stock, it can take anywhere from 8 to 12 weeks to do the interior. If we have to order a chassis and it's a Mercedes chassis, we don't have the right color or the right chassis with the right options on it, those are built in Germany. And it usually been taking about 5 months just to get the chassis, and then once it gets here, we need the 8 to 12 weeks to do the interior, depending on how many options they have, what the plumbing, what the wiring, what the electronics are on the vehicle.
As you can see, when it comes to the hot Class B market, there's a vehicle out there to fill most everyone's needs.
Wow, am I glad I used Aquachem.
Maybe chili wasn't the best idea.
Aquachem, the most powerful odor control available and the #1 seller for over 50 years.
Hi, I'm Mark Polk with RV Education 101. Sometimes a used RV can be a great buy. Used RVs have already suffered the brunt of depreciation. Many are only lightly used at a good price, and you will more than likely have an affordable monthly payment. But on the other hand, a used RV could be a disaster if you don't know what to look for. Here are a few important checks to make prior to purchasing a used RV. Number one on my list is to check the RV thoroughly for water damage. Water damage is quite common on used RVs. There are several reasons for this, but the leading cause is seams and sealants on the RV flex and move until there's a small crack or opening that water can penetrate. If the previous owner did not inspect and reseal these seams and sealants, chances are there's some water damage. Another problem is water damage can be difficult to detect. All the seams and sealants on the RV roof and sidewalls need to be inspected. Indicators of leaks on the exterior are soft spots on the roof, cracked or separated sealants, and soft spots or what looks like bubbles on the sidewall of the RV where the fiberglass delaminates from the backing. Anywhere the manufacturer cut an opening in the roof or sidewalls is prone to water leaks. On the interior of the RV, you can detect water damage by signs of staining or discoloration, soft spots around windows, slide outs, inside cabinets, or on the floor. Water damage is expensive to repair, especially if it had time to spread. I would avoid buying a used RV that has water damage. I've looked at many used RVs we were considering purchasing and never made it past the water damage check. Getting past the water damage check is a good sign, and you can move on to the next item on my list, which is checking all the systems and appliances on the RV for proper operation. This check includes the water system, the LP gas system, the electrical system, and every appliance in the RV. If you are buying it from an RV dealer and they tell you the RV will go through a pre-delivery inspection or PDI prior to delivery, let them know you want to know what items are included in the inspection and anything they find wrong during the inspection. If you are buying from a private owner, any inspections conducted will be on you. If you are not comfortable performing these inspections, hire a qualified RV inspector to perform the inspections for you. If for any reason the owner does not cooperate with any of these inspections, I would not purchase the RV. Remember, there is no warranty, and replacing almost any appliance in the RV can cost $1,000 or more. This can add up quickly. Motorized RVs with an engine and transmission and rear axle need to be inspected too. If you're not comfortable inspecting the driveline, try to find an RV inspector who's qualified to do this. You want to inspect the underside for evidence of leaks, check the condition of the belts, radiator hoses, and heater hoses. Check all of the fluid levels to make sure they are topped off and the fluid is clean. Ask the owner for maintenance records you can review. You need to drive the RV before you buy it. When you drive an RV, check the engine, transmission, and brakes for proper operation. Turn the windshield wiper on, check the air conditioner, the heat, the radio, and other controls on the dashboard. It is usually easy to tell if an RV was taken care of or if it was neglected. I would avoid any RV that shows obvious signs of neglect. Do not forget the tires. It's not uncommon for RV tires that look okay to be very old. Tires that are 6 years old or older need to be inspected by a tire professional. If there is visual evidence of weather cracking or checking caused by exposure to the elements, it's likely the tires need to be replaced. This can be expensive, especially if it's a motorhome. Make sure the used RV you're considering meets your needs. Is it large enough or small enough? Do you like the floor plan arrangement? Is there adequate storage inside and outside? Are there enough sleeping arrangements? Are the holding tanks large enough for the way you plan to use the RV? These are just a few considerations. Think about how you plan to use the RV and make sure the used RV you are considering to purchase fits the bill. If it's a travel trailer or fifth wheel trailer, do you have the vehicle that can safely tow it? Buying another tow vehicle can be an expensive proposition. Check all of the trailer weights and make sure your tow vehicle is rated to safely tow it before you purchase the RV. If everything checks out, it's time to discuss price. Some RV owners owe more on the RV than it's worth. They need to pay the loan off and they want to sell it for the payoff amount, at a minimum. Don't overpay for a used RV. There is an RV addition to the National Automobile Dealer Association, or NADA, guide. This is the appraisal guide most RV dealers use to determine used RV prices and values. The online NADA guide offers low retail and average retail pricing on used RVs. Prices in the guide assumes everything on the RV works as it should and the RV is in good shape. I always tell people you wouldn't buy a new RV for full retail price, so you shouldn't pay full retail price for a used RV. Ask what the price is and try to negotiate the price closer to the low retail price in the NADA guide. If the RV needs new tires or other repairs, ask if the seller is willing to replace the tires and make the repairs, or lower the selling price so you can purchase new tires and make the repairs. If everything on the RV works properly and you can get the price somewhere between low and average retail, it's probably a fair deal for both you and the seller. Happy camping.
We hope you enjoyed this week's show. And for more information on anything you saw on the show, along with additional videos, stories, and RV news, visit our website at rollinontv.com. You can also find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Vimeo. As usual, this has been another fun production.